Yo, yo, yo.
What's up, man? What's happening?
What's
Welcome,
going on, man?
welcome back, man. Another episode of this thing practice.
Yeah. We back, baby. We back.
We back. I'm your host, Chris J.
And I am Shad. And I will be your moderator today. I feel like I'm moderating right now. Yeah, I'll be your moderator today, man. So it's been what, did we do this? Has it been a week? It's been
We did
a couple
that
weeks,
last
right?
couple weeks. Yeah. Man,
Cool,
so
cool.
how you holding up, man, in this scorching desert heat we dealing with?
Man, I'm like that one song, man. They scared to go outside.
That right,
Like, yo,
man.
it's scorching, man. Scorching. I don't know what it's like everywhere else, but here we're in the hundreds, man.
Bro, I went to the mailbox, man, grabbed the mail real quick, came back in 2 shades darker, man. So it's only out there a minute.
I felt like I was Mario battling the sun. You remember Mario 3? That
Yeah,
sun come
yeah.
down. Yeah, man. That's how I felt, bro. Yeah, I went outside to throw the ball around with Nala, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. That was not fun. That was not fun. We got
Salute to them
Donnie in the
folks
building.
that's out there working in this crap, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, normally I would have to go look at cards and stuff on Monday, but I did that Saturday, so I was straight. Did it Saturday morning, got it knocked out, so I was good.
Oh,
So we got Donnie checking us out on Instagram right now, man. Thanks for joining, brother. Those will not come up on StreamYard for whatever reason, but I'm monitoring it.
bet. All right, man. We appreciate everybody that's on and watching, man. So hey, let's
Sure.
go ahead and jump into it, man. I guess the $1 million question for you, your beloved Minnesota Vikings, man. Are they cursed?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, They can't be great right now. I don't know what they did. I don't know who they pissed off, but yeah, they can't be great right now. It's. I mean, the only, because you know me, the thing that was worrying me about the Vikings
Yeah.
was the quarterback situation, and then there's the preseason game, which I didn't see, but I heard that McCarthy, he killed it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then we get that news that he's out for the season. What part of the game is that?
That's bad, man. It's like, because you get that high draft pick. He's kind of like that new shiny toy,
Right.
like whether you going, you get it at Christmas, whether you get to play with it right away or not, or you got to wait a little bit. And man, it looked like he was going to be in contention to possibly compete to be that starting quarterback week 1.
Yeah.
And that's just devastating, man. That's bad. It's bad news, man. You got to sit out the year.
No.
I just think it's kind of deflate, man. It's like, is this going to be a microcosm of what's going to happen the rest of the 2024 season, or is this just kind of an outlier? That's the $1 million question.
Hey, no telling with the Vikings this is probably what it's gonna be. It's probably what's gonna be. Andy, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Andy has joined on Instagram, and Donnie said we had the best running back and wide receiver the last 25 years, so we can't do anything with them. Yeah, I don't disagree. I do not disagree. Yep. Yeah. He said Randy Moss and AP.
AP, you need no argument from me with that.
Yep.
I mean, you talking 2 first ballot Hall of Famer, legendary wide receivers and running backs. Ain't no knocking those dudes.
Right. Did nothing with them. So
no. And it's crazy. Think about this. Now they won 2 Super Bowls, but think about Green Bay had Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers for 25 years.
Right.
And and I say only, but you'd have thought they would have won more than 2 Super Bowls having those type of caliber quarterbacks, but they only got 2 more than the Vikings did, but still, it's hard.
I'll take those 2.
Yeah, you definitely take those 2. Man, think about all those bum quarterbacks the Vikings had over the years. Warren Moon was nice. Randall Cunningham, he had that,
he had one good season.
Yeah, he had that one good. But he had Brad Johnson and
who?
Spurgeon Wynn and
who?
Yeah, right, man. Gus Frerotte. Oh
Who?
man, right, man. We can go. Your boy Dante Culpepper. We
Oh
got
Lord.
now. Culpepper was solid though. You gotta give him some. Culpepper
Yeah.
was nice for like a couple of years.
He just had baby hands, man. He could hold on to the ball. So, but nah, it's it's been one thing after another for the Vikings. I'm sure Annie, if she's still watching, she can attest. She's a Bills fan. You know what I mean? They went to 4 Super Bowls and could win it just like the Vikings in the '70s. And they had they had what's the dude who just went to freaking the Texans? He's played for the Vikings.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Diggs, and their quarterback is a beast, and they were there. They've been at the doorstep, and just couldn't kick in the door. So
Let me tell you this Culpepper story, man. So back in the day, man, I was with Keno coming out one of the clubs. It was like 2 weekends in a row, and Culpepper was sitting out there. He had his Benz, and this was early on, man. When they first drafted him, he wasn't even playing. All he could do was roll right, and then he would run out of bounds. And I heard somebody was like, man, that dude need to be in the playbook instead of sitting out in front of the club in his Benz.
Who said that? Who said that?
Just somebody coming out the club. They're like, man, there he is again, man. He need to be at home in the playbook instead of sitting out in front of the club in that same Benz.
That's just freaking hilarious. So Donnie said, don't forget Wade Wilson.
Oh man, bro, there are so many. Yeah, Wade Wilson was another one, man. There are so many we could go back to that they had just some bad quarterbacks.
Yeah, and they have weapons too, man. Jeff George. Oh, he just been to Jeff George. I forgot about him.
Jeff George could throw that football. I remember Randy said Jeff George threw him. This is when he had left the Vikings. He said he threw him a better ball than anybody.
Really?
Yeah. Jeff George. He was a head case. He had a lot of issues in college. I think he was at Ball State in Illinois. And then had issues with June Jones at down in Arizona with the Falcons. There's like footage of him getting into it with the coach on the sideline.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he could throw that football.
He could sling the rock.
Yeah. No, he could throw that football.
Definitely. So I see you got some notes here, man. I've never who is this person you're talking about?
Matt Carroll.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her either. You're not missing anything at all. As soon as when I saw the ticker come across that they signed, I'm like, this is a typical Vikings move. It's like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's this caliber, but it's like, you go get Dobbs, right? Like, right. And the thing is, the Vikings have plenty of time right now. Why not go get like Ryan Tannehill?
Exactly.
That's the guy, and push your boy Sam Darnold. Push him to see, may the best man win to be
the guy.
Yeah, exactly. But they go sign this guy, and I don't think Matt Carroll's a threat. It was just kind of like, we're going to get him, and then we're just going to roll with Sam Darnold for the rest of the year. I don't get it, man.
Has Sam Darnold ever started a full season? I know he started, but like he's played all games.
I think he has. It hasn't been pretty at the end of the season. You know what I mean? It ain't like it's been a season worth of quality work. He's had some good games in there, but then he's had some like, all right, like I see why, he keeps hopping around from team to team.
Right.
And he's got weapons here, so we'll see what he ends up doing. But man, I don't know, man.
He better have his ass in the playbook.
Yeah, 100%. Man, he should have been in the playbook, when they got him back in the spring, I think. Right. So hopefully, he's been in the playbook. Should have been all the OTAs and, been in training camp since, going on almost a month now.
Right.
So,
right. Lock in. But he wasn't doing anything in those preseason games.
I didn't catch it. He wasn't on.
No, he wasn't. Just from what I've seen from I didn't catch any full games, but just from the highlights and stuff, like, things that I've seen, like he wasn't doing anything. I mean, so I don't know. They won Saturday, I believe, 13-7.
Yeah.
But I don't know the stats on that. So as far as
you don't put a lot of stock in that either, man, because there's so many guys that are playing in those games that will not be on the team. They're going to start cutting back because I think right now they may have 85 guys or 100 guys on the roster, and they got to cut down to 53 guys. So you're gonna
Right.
start seeing, a week before, over the next, 2.5 weeks, you're gonna start seeing, call them cut down day to, when they get down to that final number that they have to be at. So
Yep. Yeah, for sure, man. So what do you think is gonna happen, man?
I just, I think Sam Darnold's going to have some solid games. I know as we get closer to week 1, we'll kind of do our prediction. So I don't want to jump ahead too far, but I think he's going to have some solid games. But then he's going to have some Sam Darnold games too. But I wouldn't be surprised if he surprised a little bit. It's like I said, I don't want to reveal too much. But again, we're talking about them guys being jinxed. Then you get Jordan Addison. He's getting the DUIs and and all the stuff he's got going on, and then he hurts his ankle, I believe. And I'm hearing, it's not going to be extended time. He is going to miss extended time. So I don't know what the true story is, but it's like, man, they just can't catch a break.
They can't, man. Go ahead and put some tussin in it and wrap it up. He can play on that. It's an ankle. Come on, come on, let's go. I mean, he was one of the good things that happened last year that we got to see. He stepped up when Jets was out. So yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But hopefully he's not out too long. Who's the other receiver they got over there? He kind of showed
KJ Osborne.
Yeah, I think it was Osborne. Yeah. So
he's solid. He's a solid 3. And you need TJ. You need a tight end. You need TJ to be healthy. I don't know if he's going to be ready week 1 or not, but because he's a certified baller.
For sure. Yeah. We got him out of Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I like Aaron Jones, but he always gets seems to get nicked up a little bit. And then you got, I think, Ty Chandler, if I remember, behind him.
Yeah.
Your boy Madison's gone, so
thank God.
Yeah, you got to worry about that, man.
She'll put in that young phone call.
Man, she put in a phone call, man. That dude was like, man, he was like the Salvation Army, just donating the football, man. Dude just just giving it away, man. I'm like, golly, bro.
Yeah, all the love.
And then doing this, like, bro, looking at his hands. Nah, it ain't your hands, dude. You doing? Quit blaming your hands. I hate when cats do that stuff. Looking at their hands, like, what happened? You know what happened? You fumbled the football. Get out of here with that mess. He get me hot with that, man.
You're part of the game inside.
Yeah, cut it out.
Oh boy, man, that's great. Yeah, man. What else we got, man? Let's get off them trash ass Vikings, man. What else we got?
Man, so yeah, but we can look at, man. So you got some holdouts. Your boy CeeDee Lamb still hasn't reported yet, man. So I think they, the Cowboys go out to Oxnard in California to start out, their training camp. So he's been down in Houston training or working out. Jerry Jones had made a comment like, there wasn't a rush to sign him. And then
I heard that, bro.
He replied with the LOL.
I heard that too.
and then he said, okay, I'm gonna be petty too. So then he removed the Cowboys from his bio on his social media. The IG and the Twitter. He removed that. Like, okay, I can throw some arrows too. So about to delete you cats.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's not a good sign. Jerry Jones needs to stop playing with these cats, man. He always does that. It's just like, dude, get out the way.
And they're your homegrown guys. You drafted them. You should pay those guys, And I'm seeing people on, like I was reading an article yesterday. It was saying that Stephen Jones made a verbal commitment to CeeDee Lamb that he's going to get a contract like around $140 million. I don't know how much that's guaranteed, but that's what, in that neck of the woods. Because I think Justin Jefferson got 110 guaranteed, like 130 with 110. So I think he wants the same money as Jefferson or more. I don't think he should get more than Jefferson.
He shouldn't get more. No.
Yeah. But they got the same agent. So
okay.
You know how agents are, man. Like, if you and I got the same agent and I signed first, like, man, well, we need to get shot a mil more than what Jig got. You know what I mean?
That. Yeah.
There's enough money out there for everyone to eat. But what kind of bugs me is I'm seeing some of the comments and it's like, oh, they shouldn't pay. And this is Cowboy fans. They're like, they shouldn't pay him. He's under contract. They should make him, get his butt into camp and blah. Like, nah, this is business because Jerry Jones could cut him if he wanted to and not pay him. How often do we see the NFL cutting these guys and these guys don't get all their money? So
Right.
it's a contact sport, it's a collision sport. You got a chance to get your payday.
Get
Your
that.
money.
Yeah, cause you don't know how long, man, you're gonna be able to have that opportunity.
Correct.
We got a comment here. Hey, what's up? What up, Diggs? What up? What up? Let's see here. We got young Kobe. He's saying Lamb smoking pine cones if he thinks he should get paid like JJ.
Facts.
Those are facts.
Speaking truth. Man, Justin Jefferson to me, I think he's been the best wide receiver, over the last couple years for sure,
Right.
in the NFL. So nah, man, and some of that's ego. Like if Justin Jefferson's getting 32 mil a year on average, go ahead and take the 30. You'll be okay.
Right.
You don't need to get
Right.
33 million. You're
No.
fine getting the
You're
30.
good.
Like, it's ego. And what's dope about it's only 4 years. So
Right.
you ball out, you're young enough, man. That'll put you at, I don't know, 28, 29. You got another huge payday coming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think that's what shoot, man. I'm terrible with names. Who's that receiver who played for the Raiders? He used to play for Green Bay.
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Devontae Adams. Like he's on his second big contract, right?
100%. And your boy just renegotiated Tyreek Hill.
For sure.
He was like, man, I'm happy for Justin Jefferson. I can't wait to see where I'm going to be at. That's how he said it. He threw it out there, and then like 3-4 days later, come across the ticker, man. Tyreek Hill, man, they added some new money to the deal. So like, that's how you do it. Like,
yeah,
you got to, that's how you got to play it.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Jerry Jones, he's gonna have to I don't know. He's gonna have to do something, man, because you need Dak, you need freaking CD Lambs, you need that defensive Parsons. You need 3, to go deep in the playoffs. So
he needs to do exactly what you just said a little while ago. He needed to pull that Luda and get out the way.
Get out the way.
That's what
you said. Pull that Luda.
That Luda and get him out the way, man. That's what needs to happen.
That's a deep cut. I like what you did there. That's a deep cut.
Man, as soon as you said that Luda popped in. I can't say the first part, but,
right?
You know what I'm talking about, man. You need to pull that Luda, man. Just let the powers that be handle that. But it's ego. Like he back in the day, had he not ran Jimmy Johnson off, bro, they'd have won a couple more Super Bowls.
At least
he'd have 3-4 more Super. I'm not even kidding, man.
Right.
But it's ego.
Yeah, always.
Look how long it took for him. He just put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor last year.
Bruh, for real.
He should have gained the Ring of Honor 2 decades ago.
You and I were watching that together in 3D. And I was like, wait, this is just now happening?
Right.
I thought he'd been in the Ring of Honor.
Thanks.
Like,
Thanks.
Whatever, man.
So it's like you see, like Trent Williams, he's, in my opinion, if not the best, he's, even though he's a little advanced in age, he's top 5 offensive lineman in the league. He's for the 49ers. He's holding out because he knows he's like 33, 34. This is his, and here's the thing. He's got like a bunch of money left on his contract, but none of it's guaranteed.
Oh.
So say he comes into camp and, blows his knee out. They're not going to give him the rest of that money. So he's like, nah, I want some new money. Like, guarantee me what's left on my contract, or these next 2 years, go ahead and guarantee me, 30, 35 or whatever, 15 a year or whatever the standard is for, that high caliber offensive lineman.
Right.
Because, they always say the devil's in the details. Like, it's these details with these contracts. Like, how much of this money, it looks great. It ain't like the NBA when you see, like, Jason Tatum got $308 million. He's getting all $308 million.
He's getting all that.
He's getting every penny of that.
Yeah.
But when you see, like we talked about, Justin Jefferson got 140. I say only, it's relative, but he's only getting 110 of that. Like a $30 million haircut off of that. That's $30 million is $30 million.
That's $30 million. I don't care how you cut it. Yeah. That's real coming off the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you might get it, but
right. It's the same thing with Jamar Chase. Chase came in with Justin Jefferson. Now you talk about cheap. That owner Mike Brown for the Bengals, he is super cheap. He don't want to pay Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase needs to be paid just like CD Lamb should, and just like how Justin Jefferson got 32. you could put Chase right in there in that same 30. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Right in that same area.
Keep that
right?
caliber type of receiver,
Keep
definitely.
that caliber. You need
Yep.
to go ahead and pay that guy. Quit playing. Give him the 4 years, and Jefferson got 110 million guaranteed. Give him 108 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
Put him right there in that same wheelhouse and pay him. But so he reported to training camp, but he has a practice, and the reason he reported is he has a $3 million guaranteed bonus if he reported. Well, I ain't gonna be stupid.
Right.
I'll report, but I'm not about to go out here and get injured or anything. Like, you need to work out this contract. Give me my bread. So
right.
Just, I think some of these folks, they look at it like, oh, I get up every day and I go, I'm a carpenter, or I get up every day and I do this or that. You can't compare our jobs to their jobs. It's not the same.
No, it's not at all. I mean, yeah, you're a carpenter, but you can get training and all that good stuff to become that. Anybody can. Now, some might be better than others, but anybody can get that type of training. This, no, not anybody can do this.
and outside of the jobs that you're doing, nobody is watching you on TV. There's no ads watching you. Doing your carpentry work. Salute what you're doing. But at the grand scheme of things, the majority of people don't care what we do.
Don't. They're not paying to see you. They're not paying to watch you.
They're like, never heard of her.
Never heard of her. I wish they would pay to watch me at work, but you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'll put a Coca-Cola logo right here on my I'll advertise. I'll put something behind me, man. Like all of that stuff. Man. All of it.
But the reality of it is, nobody cares. Just said, never heard of her.
Don't care one single bit.
Oh man! So what do you think they're gonna do with Trent Williams? Because
he's gonna get his money.
Okay.
Now they're in the 49ers. Now we can talk about them for a second. It's a good conversation because they got Brandon Ayuk. He's their number one wide receiver. They ain't paid him. He's been holding out. So they gave him permission to seek a trade. So they tentatively have a trade to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it's a matter of
the 49ers are gonna.
Yeah.
You said, wow.
Yep. But here's the dilemma. They also want to keep him. So if they could work out a contract, then they'll keep him. But I'm interested to see how this is going to play out because he wants to get his money. I think he wants to get his money ideally and stay in San Francisco because they got to be a chance of winning the Super Bowl.
They do.
But if you're about your money and they ain't trying to pay you, you need to go ahead and go out to Pittsburgh. Get your bread.
Yeah, because you can't. I mean, football. You can't play that sport for very long. You gotta get your money while you can.
Bro, get you a good financial advisor. Get you like I was watching. They had that show Broke on ESPN. It was Keyshawn Johnson. He was like, your financial advisor and your accountant shouldn't be the same thing. Shouldn't be the same person. They shouldn't even work for like the same. Like you want somebody separate. And he was like, I don't work for them. They work for me. Bottom line. So you get somebody good to manage your money.
Yep.
Because when you start talking about all that, I mean, look at all that money they said Adrian Peterson lost.
Man, for real. Yeah, he's broke.
Bro, like, why do you need? I think that dude had like camels or something at his birthday party. Like,
for what?
You don't need to get safari animals at your birthday. You can get stuffed animals. No one cares. Like, come on, man. And then they said he flew in. I forgot how many people he flew in, but he's like flew in like it was like 100 something people. I think they were first class, and then put them in hotels and like, man, y'all better get on Spirit and get out here. You know what I mean? Like, man, I got the hors d'oeuvres, the refreshments when you get here. Just get here.
Just get here. All you got to do is get here. That ain't hard. That ain't hard. Get here. Hey, and make sure you book your own hotel room too. Like, make sure you got a place to stay.
If you got to be at the Days Inn Motel 6, we'll leave the light on for you. Whatever, man. Just be at one of them joints. Just get there. But
once you pull up, I got you.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be I'm not booking you at the Omni. We're not doing none of that stuff, man. It's not happening.
No, because this is a generational wealth.
Facts.
Like this is first gen, and it's hard to hold on to that. You know what I mean? Now, if it's your great granddaddy's money, you know what I'm saying? It's been there for its old money. You might be able to do something like that here now and then, but
man, they say your boy LeBron. They say he's cheap.
Oh,
they say he's cheap. Like when Elon took over Twitter, now X, they were going to be charging for that blue check,
Right.
$5. LeBron, I saw a thing. He's like, I'm not paying for that.
It's like,
Man,
it don't even cost that much. Nah, I'm good.
I'm good. I'm
Right.
good, man. And that's it. They were talking about like I noticed we're deviating off sports, but like Eminem, like he called his accountant. He wanted to buy like it was like a $20,000 watch or a $50,000 watch, and his accountant's like, yeah, you can afford that. Like if you want to get that, you can more than afford it. But they say dude is super. That's how you hold on to your money.
Absolutely. You got to be frugal.
You have to be. Like your boy Barkley. He said he got in the NBA. He said he pulled up to the training for rookie season. He's like his first 3 weeks. He was pulling up every day, and like he had a different car, like 3 cars he bought in like a week. And Dr. G was like, "How many cars did you buy?" And he was like, 3. And he's like, "How many cars can you drive at one time?" He was like, 1. He said, "You don't need all them other cars. Take 2 of them back." He was like, "They gonna know you, Charles Barkley. You could pull up in a Pinto. It don't matter. They're gonna see that's Charles Barkley right there." He was like, "Yeah, you're right."
Yeah. It don't matter. None of that stuff matters. I like what Kobe said. He been to the Ochos like that too. Good. I didn't know Ocho was like that.
I didn't either.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Glad to hear that, man. Because it's tough on those guys, man. The NFL is some people would say that the modern day slavery, like the way they treat them. You know what I mean? Of course, they're getting paid a lot better, obviously.
Correct. I get the analogy you're making. Clearly, you're not saying they're slaves, but at the same time, they are. And part of it is it's the Players Association. They take bad deals. You need to negotiate. Like right now, the NFL wants to go. They want to add another regular season game.
And I heard that they want to do 18 games. Facts, Kobe.
And then they're like, okay, we'll do this, and we'll give you a second bye week. Like you ain't helping us out. You gonna give us a second bye week? Nah, give us more bread. Give us guaranteed. Like you need to do. They need to negotiate where. No, we're adding another game because we're the ones putting our bodies at risk.
Right.
You think the more contact you have, the more games you play, you're gonna have more injuries. The more you're gonna shorten some guy's career. That's just part of the deal. You need to negotiate. You get a bigger pie of the revenue, or you need to start getting some more guaranteed contracts. Remember that's how Kirk Cousins was getting it, man. He was busting them over the head, man, getting a sign of 4 years, $5 million. Okay, I'm gonna re-up. Give me another 4 years at $90 million or whatever. Like start getting some more guaranteed contracts in there.
Yeah. Money talks. Money talks. BS walks 1,000 miles. I heard somebody say that on the thing on Instagram the other day. I was like, I like that. I've always heard BS walks, but BS walks 1,000 miles for sure.
Yeah, that's different right there. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, now, granted, I would love to see an extra game. You know what I mean? I love an 18 game season, but I know it's hard on the guys. I mean, you're going from 14 to 18. You know what I mean? And with 14, 16, 17, now 18. That's a tall order, man.
And then you look at, because people could talk about records. Like records is different. You know what I mean? Because like Jerry Rice, he won the MVP, and I think it was 87 or 88. He led the NFL in receiving. He did it in like 12 games. You know,
isn't that crazy, bro?
It's nuts. That's why it's hard. Like we talk about with jokingly, but MJ and LeBron and you really look at it, man. These sports, like you look at the decades. Yeah, it's you shoot a basketball.
I don't get the point either, Kobe.
Yeah, it goes in, but it's different. It's totally different. They didn't have a 3-point line back in certain years. Certain years you couldn't dunk a basketball. They didn't implement the 3-point line in the NBA until 1979.
Right.
Well,
it was basically a new concept when when Jordan, was playing. So that's why he didn't shoot as many. The coach said when athletes are hurt, it's just ugly football. Yep.
That's the truth.
Totally agree. Yeah, that happened with the Vikings last season. Yep.
Man, rolling in them bootleg quarterbacks, man. Remember getting hyped for Dobbs? Man, they was going and buying Dobbs jerseys, and I'm like, man, pump the brakes. You're gonna see the real Dobbs, man. Just slow down. Like I want to see homie ball out, but I done seen this before.
There's a reason why we were able to pick him up.
Man, you remember that Raiders game? That was one of the ugliest football games I have ever watched. Wasn't it like 6-3 or 3-0 or something?
Something stupid. It's super low. I don't think anybody scored a touchdown, right?
Yeah, I think BJ Armstrong was at that game. Remember he was talking about how bad it was?
Yeah. He said like they won, but it didn't feel like a win. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. And I remember watching it, just sitting there on the couch, like, what am I? What is this? What?
Yeah.
I woke up for this. You know me, I like to sleep on Sundays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I woke up for this. So yeah, that was a bad situation. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's ugly, man. It's ugly. And I think if we had those mini games, it just would. I mean, think about the playoffs after that. Like, how many players are going to be healthy for the playoffs?
That's the thing. Like, are you going to expand the rosters then? Can teams carry more players instead of 53? Can they carry 60 or can they carry 5 more guys or like 10? You know what I mean? Like, where is the, there's got to be some give and take, because you don't want the Black Cole was just talking about ugly football. You don't want the product looking bad just because you want to be greedy and add another game.
Right. I totally agree. I mean, I was good with what we had. I mean,
it's just greed. It's just like these streaming packages, man. It's just, you got to watch the first 2 games. You got to have Peacock, and then you got to have this. So it's like, I got to order Peacock to watch the Eagles play Green Bay down in Brazil. Yeah. And then I have to delete my Peacock account as soon as the game's over, right?
As soon as because if you don't do it right away, you'll forget.
Oh yeah, and then you get that automatic. Keno's getting you that young Amway. You know?
Burnt me.
That's burnt. He burnt me. 18 months.
Yeah, facts. And then it was like, I mean, you knew what you were signing up for. Actually, no, I didn't.
And then he hits you with the, I don't process the payments.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, you owe me.
Right.
I'm still waiting on my check, man. Waiting on my check from Keno. I was like, wait for reparations, man. I have to mention it on every show I do.
Hey, like we say, it's like getting the big homie on the telephone and getting Kawhi Leonard to smile. It's just not happening.
It's just not happening. Well, the big homie said, I'm above the phone. What?
Above the phone, yes.
Oh man!
Hey, so did you get a chance to check that link I sent you with the Eagles with Nick Sirianni? Man, dude, that was crazy. So I had, I followed him, so I was listening to so Tim McManus. He's a local reporter in Philadelphia. He covers the Eagles. He's been around, man, for a long time, and he had the scoop. So it came to light when training camp started, and Jalen Hurts was asking questions out the gate, and he was kind of like, if this stuff is from last year, why are we bringing this up right now? Like, why is this story coming out now? Like, why didn't it come out, in the springtime? Well, you know what it is. It carries more traction. You're not playing football in the spring. So
exactly. Nobody cares.
Exactly. Yeah. Nobody cares. So, and the stuff that they were saying, like, a lot of those players, they didn't respect Nick Sirianni. Jalen Hurts was audibleizing, man, calling his own plays.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he threw an interception. I know the play they're talking about was in Seattle Monday night. He was supposed to and this, man, brings me nightmares because you were texting me talking SHIT, man, right after he threw that pass, because I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he was supposed to hand the ball off, and he was like, nah, forget this. I'm running my own play. So he told A.J. Brown to go deep. And instead of throwing to A.J. Brown, he threw it to the secondary player for Seattle. He ended up losing that game, man. And I remember you texting me. You're like, man, me and Shell over here having a ball. And I'm like, I'm not. Like, this is whack. This is whack right here.
And y'all were kind of on that slide, right?
Man, electric slide. We started out 10-1, man, and then Cats was moonwalking, going backwards.
Not the electric slide,
bro.
You can feel it.
Every time the Eagles is playing bad, I get a ping on my phone. I see your name. It's like, because you had me heated, man, when the Super Bowl, Travis Kelce scored that touchdown and then started doing the stanky leg, and you
Yeah.
were like, "Dig, man, he did the stanky leg on y'all." Like I didn't just see it. Like I needed a reminder from you that this dude just scored and did the stanky leg. As soon as he did it, I was like inside. I was like, "Man, that's cold."
That's cold. You
Man.
do it. You do.
And he was so smooth how he did it too.
Smooth with it.
Man,
Smooth with it, man. Hey, that brother got soul, man.
he does, man. He's that smooth operator. I was like, golly. Like, man, this
You just hate- You just hate to see it done on you. You just hate
Yes,
to
I'm
see
like,
it.
man, you go back down there and you score and do the stanky leg back. But golly. Well,
Hey.
yeah, man.
Oh, that's funny, man. That is
Yeah,
funny.
but
Sorry,
no,
my fault.
no, you good, but man, yeah, they got some internal strife going on, man.
Yeah.
Like if Nick Sirianni, man, I don't care what anyone says, he's coaching for his job this year, man. They have another disappointing season like they did last year, man. He's gonna be up out of there because now Hurts has no excuses now, man. You got AJ Brown, you got Devontae Smith, you got Dallas Goedert, and you got Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, and you got Saquon Barkley. Man, come on, man.
Yeah, come on. And what I do like is them dudes was in the offseason, man, like they were putting in work, you know, with no pads, shorts, and you know what I mean, you know, doing their, you know, the not team organized because you can't, but the players organized stuff, like they're putting in work, learning, you know, habits and you know the routes that this guy likes to run and that guy likes to run. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith both got raises in the offseason. Devontae Smith got his. That's why I wonder, like, how Jerry Jones can't pay guys, but the Eagles seem to keep their guys and pay them. You don't never hear things like that. I don't get it.
Yeah, and the you know the Cowboys, you know they're rated the highest whatever team in the world, right? The most
value team,
most value.
Team. Yeah.
So I was like, come on, man, the Eagles. I haven't heard that about the Eagles at all. That's like sounds like a blue collar team. You know what I mean?
They're you know I think if you probably looked at value, the Eagles are probably in the top 10. I mean, you're in Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia is like a top 5 or 6 largest city in the country. So you know, just off of that, and you know, you've been to Philly. That's a sports town. That's a blue collar, like you said. That's a blue collar sports town, and you know they get bucks sometimes $2. $2. Yeah. Keeping it real. They get $2 sometimes. So like you know, like you put a quality product on the field, they're gonna show up.
Right.
They're gonna that's a passionate fan base. So you know that revenue is gonna be there. But
definitely.
Yeah, so no, Hurts doesn't have any excuses, but they said like Sirianni when he started off the season when training camp opened a few weeks ago, he apologized to the team. And what I like about this is, he apologized for last season, and I like so they got Kellen Moore, who used to be the Cowboys offensive coordinator, and then they got Vic Fangio, who's going to be running the defense. So Sirianni, pull that Luda, get out the way, just sit over there, man. You're writing down stuff, and don't be calling no plays.
No,
you can just be just sitting there, man. Just doing what you're supposed to do. Let those cats run the offense.
Let them do their job.
Let them do their jobs.
Yeah. Philly goes way too hard for their team, bro.
Yeah, facts. He's cold and right. They go hard, man. They go hard because there's a player from Duke that the Sixers drafted, Jared McCain.
Yeah,
and this dude, he not throwing no shade on it, but he paint his nails and he does all these dances on TikTok and stuff.
Oh yeah, I heard about him. Yeah,
and they were like, man, as soon as he goes 0 for 7, man, them Sixers fans is going to give him the blues. So just go ahead and get ready. They were like, man, you're gonna have to eat that because you up here spinning around and doing them dances and stuff online, man. And man, you missing free throws and jump shots, man. You're gonna get the business.
Like, they gonna have some heat for him. Oh Lord, yeah, but I'm hoping that situation. I mean, look, but the Eagles. I hate the Eagles, but I don't hate as much as I hate the Packers. And you're right. It's really just the fans that I hate the most. So hopefully, the coach, and Hurts, they can get on the same page, and everything can be feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Hurts because I know, like the cut, I know what he had to go through to get to where he is. You know what I'm saying? Like he was at Alabama, then he got benched, then he went to Oklahoma, and balled out with Philly. You know what I'm saying? So I was cheering for the kid. You know what I'm saying?
He's a likable guy. You know what I mean?
Really
He's
is.
quiet. He, you don't hear a lot from. You know what I mean? Like he's not flashy. He's not, talking junk. He's not doing none of that type of stuff. So,
right,
man. So before I know we're gonna jump to the NBA, talk about some of that Olympic stuff. But did you catch that cat that in the Olympics, Noah
Lyles?
Okay, so you see, he's been going back and forth with Tyreek Hill.
Oh yeah, about who's like who's faster and all that. Yeah,
and he's taking shots at the NBA. Like how can they call themselves world champions when they don't? And Carmelo's like, man, why are you taking shots at the NBA? Like, you should be trying to boost your sport. You guys should be getting paid more, and there should be more money, streamed into your sport. Like, why are you taking shots at the league for?
Right. No, facts. Yeah. I was hoping we go there, Kobe. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. And Brent said Vikings need a quarterback. Yeah. We definitely covered that.
Oh yeah, we did. We did, and one of the
thanks for joining, by the way, guys.
Yeah, the many 30 quarterbacks they had, since Wade Wilson back in the day that flopped. Remember what was the quarterback they had that? Remember he passed away. I think it's Tavares Jackson. Remember TJ?
Oh yeah. How did he pass away again?
I think a car accident.
That's right.
Car accident.
Yeah.
So man, they've had a lot of. Remember Christian Ponder?
Yeah, I do.
The first round out of Florida State, dude. And I got on Florida State because they playing this weekend, dude. He was mid at Florida State. Like, even they said the head coach was like, I wouldn't draft him in the first round. Yeah, if Jimbo Fisher was like, if it was me, I wouldn't draft him in the first round.
Right.
He did not get the ringing endorsement.
Right. Isn't that great? Your old coach says that.
Yes. Typical Vikings. They did it anyway.
God. Yeah, their front office, man. I swear, like they don't I don't know what's wrong with them, man. But anyway, going back to your boy Noah. Yeah, I don't know why he was he I think he's just trying to get it. I feel like he was just kind of trolling.
I think so too.
You know what I'm saying? Go the hell a bit. Yeah. I think he was trolling, but like for him to be taking shots, I mean, these are Americans. Like, don't you represent America in the Olympics? Like,
come on, man.
Why tear each other down? Like that makes no sense. Just
he pops off a lot, man. That dude talks a lot of trash, man.
He does. And in return, some people don't like him.
Correct, and because of that.
Like they're America's rooting against him.
100%.
So it's like
which is wild. Like
that is wild.
Because I mean, if you think about it, there's some Eagles guys that I haven't liked. I'm like, man, he's whack, but like, man, good job.
Right, great job. Well done, Coach. He is corny.
Yeah, dude, man, he's real corny, man. It's just like because then I think he was I forgot. I think he was with Shannon Sharp, and they were asking him about the Joker. And he's like, I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard of him before. Straight up. He said it like with a straight face too.
But then he doesn't watch basketball. He doesn't watch the NBA,
and that's why I don't respect. You know what I mean? To me, you don't watch if you don't know who the Joker is, we don't need to be talking NBA.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like okay, well, this conversation's over then.
Yeah,
this conversation's over. Yeah, I mean, like come on, and I don't know if he's throwing shade or what. Yeah, he's hella tripping. I mean, look, I don't like the Joker. I think his game is boring. You know what I'm saying? And he pisses me off because he's so good.
And that's the crazy. It is not aesthetically pleasing, man. Because I even look at something like how he shoot, dude, be like this. And then, remember that shot he hit on Anthony Davis? Anthony Davis turned around and looked at him like, "Man, are you for real?"
Right.
Like, man, that's what we're doing out here.
That's what we doing. This is the new way to hoop. Like what?
Yeah.
and it's working. What the
Facts. Facts.
I hate it, but no, I don't. Yeah, and again, I wasn't hating on Laos. You know what I'm saying? I still, he's representing America, so I wanted him to, to go out there and act a fool, do his thing. But
Right.
kind of, you need to shut the f up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And the thing with him is like, how those Olympians, you don't hear from them. You won't hear from him until
Right.
maybe I know 2028, but they probably have some races in between there. But the Olympic stage is like it's like the pinnacle for them. Like,
right. Yeah. Yeah. So when you get there, you know what I'm saying? Just represent the best of your ability, because now you're getting the light shine on you now, and then that's when you can start getting these endorsements and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
I'm sorry, you kind of, you have to have a good public image to, to reach those heights. So I don't know, man. So tell me more about this thing with Tyreek Hill. What's up with that?
Well, Tyreek Hill, they called him the cheater or whatever. So, they've been going back and forth. I think Tyreek, I don't know if he popped it off, but he said he's faster. And, and Lyles responded, he's like, he never heard again. He didn't know Tyreek. He's like, is he that cheetah guy? So
Right.
Tyreek Hill's like, man, all you got to do is sign the paperwork and we can run. So he threw it out there. I hadn't heard a reply yet from Lyle. So, man, maybe that's something they can do next summer, after the season's over or the spring or whatever,
Yeah.
go ahead and do it.
I like to see it as long as he doesn't run with COVID and use that as an excuse.
Facts.
So, yeah, Kobe, I don't know why he did that. I don't know. I mean, they say he really had it, but I don't know. But in my opinion, and you didn't ask, but my opinion is that Tyreek Hill, he don't have no smoke for no allows.
He probably it's that track speeds are different. Now he may have ran track in college and high school, but that Olympic speed is, because they feel like Randy Moss. They said at one point he ran like a 4.1, 4.2, or 4.1. Like, that is insane.
Jeez.
Yeah. Because like Bobby Bowden, when Randy Moss got kicked out of, he actually didn't even make it to Notre Dame, because he had gotten some trouble in West Virginia. So Florida State took him, and Bobby Bowden, they had him there for the summer, and told him got to stay out of trouble. And I think he ended up smoking, and he got kicked off Florida State. But Bobby Bowden said Randy Moss was doing stuff that summer. He said he still had never had a player before or since do the things that Randy Moss was doing back then, right? So I mean, he was, he was a freak with that type of athletic ability, but I don't know that he could beat Lyles and running. That Olympic speed it's different.
It's different, man. And you gotta have the technique and all that. Right. And again, Tyreek Hill, he did run track at a high level, but college and Olympics that's two things. You know what I mean? Like they get with these coaches and all that stuff that are they are especially there to train these guys to compete in the Olympics. It's another level. It's like college football and NFL.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think Kobe said that somebody on Instagram or somewhere said that the college players were faster than NFL players overall. He said some people just shouldn't talk or shouldn't have an opinion.
That doesn't even make any sense. You dummies, because the guys in the NFL came from college. Like, what are we talking about right now? Right. Like you plucked the NFL guys off of Pluto or something. Like, right. That doesn't even make sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever. He was hot. He was hot when he heard that.
I would be too. No, Coach tripped me out one time. He was saying something like, man, it's something the same thing. Like, man, some of these people, man, they should just even be talking. And I'm like, man, I agree. Right. I just see some of the stuff I see, man, it is just wild. I just keep scrolling. Like, back in the day, I would reply. I was like, man.
He said, I ain't got time today. I can't, I just stopped talking. It's ignorant, man. It's ignorant. But yeah, I would, and I think Tyreek Hill knows that he probably can't beat Noah Lyles, but hey, I tell you what, man, if they could drum up some money from it, for a charity or something like that.
Yeah. Line it up.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Because then Michael Johnson and somebody, they raced.
I think so.
It was a 100-meter dash.
No one was seeing Usain Bolt.
Nobody.
Nobody was seeing him.
No, Tyreek didn't challenge him
at all. Nobody. You know, come on, man, just stop it. Remember, Usain was so far ahead. He was celebrating before he even like he probably could have had some faster times, but that dude was so far ahead of everybody. He was yes. He was flexing before he even hit the finish line.
Yeah, it's insane. What Kobe said, Tyreek changed it for 100 meters to 50. Okay, maybe in that Tyreek might have a better chance. 100 meters, never.
Yeah, that's not, and I think he realized that. Like let me slow my roll.
Right, exactly. Because the football players, you know, that's why they you know, do the 40. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, because that's really all you're about. As far as max yards, you'll be going to full speed on the football field. It's probably going to be about 40 yards. So,
and if you really think about it, the majority of those guys don't even run 40 yards. Like if you really think about, like those combine drills are stupid.
They are.
They're really. Your average wide receiver, when he runs a route, he's not running 40 yards.
No,
so,
no, he's not. Yeah. So, like, what's the point? Let's see. He said, Kobe said Tyreek ended up on the hamstring. Yeah.
Facts. Hey,
I believe it.
While we talking about the Olympics, man, what are your thoughts on, and everybody, Kobe and everybody that's on, should he have gotten the MVP or, you know, the Olympic for the basketball team, the most outstanding player? Should it have been LeBron that won that award? Because there was some controversy about that.
The controversy was just hate. You know that.
I agree.
People just hate to see LeBron continuing to win. He was the MVP. I believe that he deserved it. From the expedition games all the way throughout, you know, the Olympic games. You know what I mean? To win the gold medal. Now, if there was a MVP for the gold medal game, then you know you could give it to Curry, but. You know, they don't have that. I think Kobe said, I say, yeah, only because of the consistency. Yeah.
100%. LeBron saved him.
He did.
LeBron saved him. And there were that one game, I think was it Sudan that they were about to lose to? And man, he hit him with that bully ball, that grown man strength.
Yeah.
And he was driving in there, getting layups and stuff. So I don't have an issue with it. But you know what it's always like that. Those shots is what people are going to remember from the Olympics that Curry hit.
Oh, yeah.
Not going to remember those games that LeBron saved to help put them in that position. Then they're not going to remember when KD finally played, he was 8 for 8 or 8 for 9. Like you saw, like he said, I'm bleeping Kevin Durant. I'm Kevin Wayne Durant. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Jam on it. You're right. Yeah, absolutely. But again, they wouldn't have been in the position to do those things.
Facts.
You know, if you know, LeBron didn't do his thing. So Kobe said, but man, Seth got a rifle, don't he? Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro, man, it's crazy. That one that he hit, that last one.
Is that the one when he went like this?
Yeah, well, he put him to sleep about 3 times. He did, like he was putting him to sleep 3-4 times. What was that? Jay Holiday, put him to bed. Man,
put him to bed.
Yes.
Back to bed. I will put you to bed. Yeah.
That Jay Holiday, man.
Yo,
that last one, because remember he pulled it from like the side.
Yeah.
He had the 2 defenders coming at him. When he hit that, I'm like,
it's over.
Come on.
I didn't think there was any way he was gonna make that. I know he had been hot, but I'm just like, nah, that's a heat check.
Yeah.
Nope.
And the crazy part, the dopest part to me was everybody's reaction. Like the USA players, they were like kids.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kids, like
I love that.
Your high school teammates going off, or like a college, and you see they were like kids. Like, you know, like are you seeing what I'm seeing? Like
right. Like even they were amazed.
Stephon Marbury was there with his 3D glasses, man. The solar eclipse glasses he had on, man.
Eclipse glasses.
Man, that dude, man.
I don't know what that was all about.
Man, did you see that? Because at first, I'm like, who is that next to Mello. Oh, that's Marbury. I saw that strawberry tattoo on the side of his head. Like, oh, that's Marbury, man. From Solar. I thought we had solar eclipse back in April. What are you still wearing them joints for?
You crazy? Well, he spent all that time in China. He was Jordan in China, so he may pick some things up over there. Yeah, he's the real deal. Yeah, they were so much fun to watch. We had the Marbury hater. Why you say Marbury?
Man, he went at LeBron too, man.
He did he?
Yeah, he went at LeBron.
What'd he say?
I think and Cole can help me. I'm paraphrasing, but I think he said the GOAT conversation. I think he said like it's Mike and Kobe, I believe.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, people are entitled to their own opinion. You know, I saw a rap list the other day, man, the top 20 rap groups of all time, and they were missing like UGK and the Locks and 8 Ball and MJG, and they had like, man, just some Migos and some. I said, okay, I'm done with this.
What? No, that ain't. That's something they don't know hip hop. They don't know the history of hip hop. You know, I didn't know he stayed going at Bron like that. That's crazy.
Yep, and I think I don't remember if it was something with him and LeBron in the past, or he felt slighted or whatever. And like, man, Marbury was cold. You know, we know. Man, I don't like how he left the Minnesota. Had him and Garnett stayed,
they would have had a dynasty.
I think they could have won a ring, man. I know it's Minnesota we talking about, but if Glenn Taylor had invested into them, they could have at least gone to a couple finals. I'll put it. I think
so too. Yeah, I agree. Hey guys, again, thank you for joining the live on Instagram. I see you popping in. That's pretty dope, man. But yeah, I think they could have done something, man, if they had stayed together. It's just. Yeah, so I mean, I feel slighted about that. You know what I'm saying? And I even bought his shoes.
Man, you were a supporter. You were like, I'm gonna support it, even though he bounced on us. Man, I don't know if you ever saw the interview. He was on Carmelo's show, Carmelo's podcast, and he talked about why he wanted to leave. He's like, he almost died. He's like in a car accident in Minnesota in the wintertime. He was like, he hit some ice, and he's like, he was spinning out. And he was like, after that, he's like, I'm out of here.
So that's not in New Jersey? In New York?
Yeah, right.
Like, I mean, it's the same, those weak ass. Yeah, those shoes are weak. Yo, I pulled my Achilles tendon in those shoes. I'd never been the same.
Man, those shoes. Man, and then was it you or Shell that posted that picture with those kittens that were sleeping inside the Marburys? Man,
I can't remember who posted that, but y'all murked me. Y'all been murking me ever since. And that was like, dude, that was like 2008. You've been murking me for almost 20 years off of that.
We have been. You know, the funny part is when you got those, we saw those pictures, I had took my mom into Mervin's at Burnsville Shopping Center, and that's where the Marbury was. Marbury, he had like his whole like little slot of like this whole little space of Marbury gear. And I'm like, man, that's some Shaw's Marbury's right there.
I can't stand you. See, BJ had a pair. Yeah, Kobe, that was a real picture. That's a real picture. Yeah. Don't be hating. I was just trying to make it.
Yeah, hey, man, you got to do it sometimes, man.
Cole, you had some too? Why did you have Marburys? Cole, you used to stay Jordaned up. PJ said he was balling.
Man, you was balling in the Marburys?
I don't know how, because those things did not stick to the floor.
Man, they were like, bro, they looked like they were getting ready to fall apart. Like
they did. Man,
speaking of, I got to see you the clip. So you know, Steven Jackson, he had his own shoes. Man, he had his own shoes back in the day, and he's a sneakerhead. So Matt Barnes got him on their podcast. He's like, man, I got you some new shoes, man. He's like, I know you're a sneakerhead. So Steven Jackson's like, man, I appreciate it. He opened it up and he just dropped his head because he realized they were his own shoe.
They were his shoes.
Yeah, he pulled them out. He was like, man,
they were stiff.
Right now, don't buy these. He was like,
he said, don't buy them.
By the end of the fourth quarter, the sole gonna fall off. He's like, by the end of the second quarter, the side's gonna fall off. And he was like, by the end of the game, you're gonna be wearing like 3 new pair of these.
That's hilarious. Who was making them? Like, where could you buy? Would they have Mervyn's too?
I forgot. I didn't even know he had his own shoe.
Me neither. I was the day years old when I learned that.
Yeah. I didn't even. I'm like, man, I didn't even know he had because he could ball, but he had that like that image. You know what I mean? Like shooting the
Right.
club up and stuff.
Yeah,
like tear
you
the
did.
club up. So
Yeah.
like I didn't
Yeah.
think anybody would be like, "Nah, we're gonna give you your own signature shoe." Like, never thought about it like that.
Never thought of it like not him. Him of all people.
No,
Hey, yo,
definitely not him.
You forget I had the Ben Wallace's too.
You did have the Ben Wallace's. Oh man, you had them shoes like.
Hey man, where I was working at the time, man, shoot. Annie, I don't know if Annie's still in the watching, but yeah, man, they would the way my checking and savings working there.
Bro, I don't know. I done been there, man.
You know what it is? Go say what? He said, "What are those?"
Man, facts, bro. You're right, man. That checking, we done been there. That checking and savings was looking suspect, man. It's like, man, you might hit you up like, man, let's go grab something to eat, man. And you're like, man, how much I got in my account, man?
Yeah, man.
To go. Like, no, man. Hey, man, you know what, man? I made some at the house, man. I'm just gonna eat the leftovers, man.
About to see the for real. The ends were not meeting back then, man.
Hey, bro, I remember, man. Remember Devonshire, man. You stayed in Devonshire too, man.
I did.
I was remembering Devonshire, man. It was like, man, guys like, man, let's go downtown. I'm like, no, man, I'm tired, man. Knowing I wanted to go, but right. Like, man, you gotta pay for parking, pay to get up in the spot. If you want some beverages or not, you can go to Pizza Luce after. Like,
get Pizza Luce's.
Yeah, like, man.
go to Ethan. He said he clouded me by wear the shacks. Yo, those were terrible shoes, man. I have worn some shacks. I didn't buy any, but I've worn them before. I think I bought them. Somebody hooped in them.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. And those things, God, those were terrible too, man. I swear to God. But yeah, in Devonshire, man, their rent was expensive.
Oh, bro, man, they were taxed. I had to get up out of there because, man, they sent that notice like, now we're gonna be raising your rent. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
I had to get out of there. They sent me that notice like, hey, you got 30 days to pay. Like, I'm out of here. I can't afford this. If we gonna keep it a buck, keep it a buck.
Man, I remember, bro, I was in there one time. It was a Saturday. I had work, man. I got off and I was in there laying on the couch, and this lady was just banging on the door. And where my apartment was right by the washer and dryer laundry room. Man, she closed in there and went back in her apartment. Man, somebody in there is like, nope, these are mine. They housed all of her clothes.
Word?
She was like, you thieving MFs. And she was banging on doors. I'm like, don't bang on mine. I ain't take your clothes.
I didn't take your clothes.
What's happening in here? Like, leave me alone.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I turned and hit mute on the volume and just like, man, I'm about to go to sleep. I don't even want you to know I'm in here. Like,
there's nobody home.
Nobody's home, man.
Oh my God, man.
Hey, so before we get out of here real quick, man. I wanted to get folks' thoughts on I saw an article where they were projecting the 2028 Olympic team. And what they did is everybody that would be over the age of 34.
Okay.
They didn't have them on the team. So like LeBron, which LeBron is Iron Man. I guess you can never count him out, but
right.
So like LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, these are guys that were on the current team. They didn't have them on the team, but I just read these names off. So these are the guards there. So Jalen Brunson, they say Halliburton would be back, and then Jalen Suggs from Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then that's your point guard, shooting guard.
Is he hooping in Orlando right now?
He's hooping. I didn't know now, and they're projecting 4 years out, so maybe he'll get even better and better. But
okay.
So Anthony Edwards and Devin Booker.
Okay.
That's your shooting guard. Small forward, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Williams, who plays for the Thunder, and then Herb Jones, who plays for the Pelicans. So, like, these aren't like superstar. They're good players, but they're not superstar household names.
No, never heard of some of them.
Okay. Your power forward, I'm not buying this. Zion Williams.
No, he won't be healthy.
Yeah, right. Williamson, and then Josh Hart from the Knicks. And I'm like, oh man, like, and then Chet Holmgren and Bam, bringing Bam back again. I don't really like that team.
That does not sound like a gold medal team.
No, and especially you see these foreign countries, they're getting better and better and better. I don't know if you want to roll that team out.
No. Yeah. Kobe got a good question. What about Cat?
I think Cat played for the Dominican team because I think from his mom's side. So I don't know if Cat wants to play for the United States. I think it was Puerto Rico. I think he played. There was one of those teams he played for.
He didn't play this. He didn't play this year.
No, he didn't play this year. But I think it was the last one he played. He played with them.
Okay, well they'll just show him the money.
And Anthony Davis will still be within age range.
Yeah, so AD will probably be there.
He'll be there. You got like that Cooper Flag that's at Duke right now that everyone's hyping up. We'll see what type of pro that he's going to be. So I'm sure there'll be a couple guys that'll pop up. But that team is not very impressive.
Did we say that? Did you say Jaylen Brown?
No. And here's the kicker. They said no Jay, and that's why I bring this up. Glad you, because I almost forgot. They said no Tatum because of how he was treated on this one, and then no Jaylen Brown because of how he was treated. Because those guys could be your starters right there. You could put one at the small forward. You could put Jaylen Brown at the power forward, as big as he is, strong as he is.
Right.
So like you add Tatum and Jaylen Brown to that team,
that changes the game.
A lot different, but
like
man, they gave like Tatum like 2 or 3 DNPs. Like Kerr messed that up.
That's Kerr.
There's no reason you can't find 10 minutes out of a game to put Jason Tatum in. I'm not saying you got to pay him 20 minutes, but you can't find him 2-3 minutes in a quarter each quarter to play. That makes no sense.
Especially when they needed him.
Correct.
They needed him in some of those games. Right. Like, come on, coach, put me in. So I don't know what that's all about. I think that Tatum is. I think that he'll be okay. I think that he'll come back. In the next Olympics. Let's see. Kerr stepped down too. I think. Okay. Okay.
He did.
Good.
They said Tyronn Lue and Spoelstra from Miami are the 2 leading candidates to take over. They both were assistants on the team.
Yeah, I rock with that.
So do you think Jaylen Brown's just like, nah, I'm Gucci. I'm done with the Olympics after how y'all did me? Or do you think if they come to him and be like, hey, we want you on this team, you got to start spot, yada, yada, yada. I mean, and this is 4 years out, so we're just projecting, but what do you think he'll do?
I think they'll be fine. I like what Kobe said. You can bring White back because he'll probably be a better player at that point. But I think Jaylen Brown he'll be fine. You know how we are, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's especially a basketball player, though, just in general. You know what I'm saying? Like he plays sports. Like you got to, for him to be as good as he is, you got to have a short memory. You know what I'm saying? You got to put.
You're right.
You got to stay on the grind and just this as our skin folk. We know how to take it on the chin and keep pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pause. But yeah.
No. We're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of that.
Okay.
We're not saying that no more. We're taking our power back.
Okay. So
Daniels,
and the no Diddy, right? You're taking that back too?
Yeah, we're taking it all back, man. I gotta send you a Redman. Redman put something out there. We're taking our power back. McDaniel should be better too. Yeah, he should. Yeah, I like to see that.
Yeah.
But but we can. I mean, I think that he can. And plus, he's a smart dude too. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah.
So I think he'll want to be on the team. I think Tatum will too.
And you get Tyronn Lue. Tyronn Lue is liked and respected. If he's a coach, and he calls, hey, I need you to come do this with me. And the thing is, it's in LA. It's not like they got to travel out of the country. You're right here. You can have your fam come watch you, and in 3D. Like, so.
Yeah,
you're right.
Do you think PG-13 will be too old?
Oh, yeah, he's too old. And then remember, he got hurt in that. Remember how he got hurt the first time he ran into
Yeah.
Remember that? That's how he tore his. I think it was his knee. He tore his knee up. So yeah,
He tore something up, man. That thing folded in a way it should not fold. Yeah, that was
correct.
bad.
Your knee is not supposed to be doing that. That's
right.
Not it.
Right. So, and then we John Morant. Why?
Man, we were talking about him, but with all that off the court stuff, like he would have to be clean from now until the like no more, man. You can't even have a super soaker. Nothing. Like, man. Nothing. Like, you got to be clean, bro.
Yeah, come on with the super soaker.
Nothing, man.
Okay.
But I'm not buying Zion Williamson going to be the starting power forward if he's going to be healthy. Like you're going to have to show me. I don't believe that he's going to play 50 games next year. You'd have to show me that.
Same. Yeah, I don't trust that at all. He's looking better. He's lost a ton of weight, and so that's good for him. Just I don't know. It's gonna be 4 years from now.
That's a lot. Man.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I think it'll be nice. It'll be good for Ant to be on that team because he's gonna mature another 4 years, and you saw what he was doing. He was letting the old heads run it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He was just playing his position and still getting his. You know,
and got a gold medal. Like you said, he was picking his spots, getting in where you fit in, because he knows like he's one of the faces of the future. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, if he may do 28 and then may do 2032. Like he'd probably got a couple more Olympics in himself. So
facts. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
It'll be interesting, and maybe Bronny will be on there.
Okay, on that note, all right.
It's like with that, we're gonna close the show.
So, man, I got the family vacay next week, man. So we'll be out of town, but definitely be back. I think that next Monday is Labor Day, man. So as long as you good, I'm good. But let me know.
Not good. Tyson will be in town, so
okay. So we're not good.
So we're not.
But you know what? Well, that next week,
the weekend after,
we'll be able to. We should have some football on.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to cover some NFL stuff, man. So we'll have a lot to talk about, man. We appreciate everybody in the chat, man. The big homie just chimed in.
Stay in the movie. I'll stay on the movie.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
I think he said stay on the move, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you missed it, big homie. We were just talking. We were talking about you talking about you earlier.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. That's okay. He can watch it on the replay. We just had a bunch more people join. We're about to sign off.
Right when we're signing off. But it's all love, man. Folks can go back and watch it on the replay, man.
Yeah. Go, heard it. The big homie's above the phone.
ZF Evans he is above talking on the phone.
Text and email only.
Email only, and man, and if he ain't feeling it, you can take him off them emails. So
take him off the email. Oh Lord! Oh God! It's an inside joke, but it's super funny. You should do about it. So.
It is. All right, my brother.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody joining. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you guys. I think we're saying it
in a few weeks. And you just froze up. Well, we appreciate everybody that tapped in, and if you can.